What's up, everybody? It's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today, and welcome to the San Francisco Giants post-game show as the Giants get another huge victory, a come-from-behind victory. The Giants trailed 4-0 in this game, and the Bats came alive as they crushed the Phillies 10-7, and the Giants pick up their third consecutive victory. A great way to bounce back after having dropped the first two games of this road trip. And let's get right into it. Logan Webb did get the start for your Giants, and it wasn't the best outing for Webb. So far this year, Webb has kind of been struggling a bit, and so he did labor out there today, going 4 innings, allowing 7 hits, 4 earned runs. He allowed 2 walks and struck out 4. But with Webb still being a very young pitcher, I do think he's going to, start to pick it up here. So, we'll see what ends up happening. And counterpart tonight was Zach Wheeler. He got the start for the Phillies, the former Giant, as we know, from the infamous Carlos Beltran trade from 10 years ago. And I love the fact that the Giants were able to rough up Zach Wheeler in this one. Wheeler did get tagged for 4 earned runs. Of course, Posey, what an incredible game for Buster. Buster with 2 home runs, and he picks up 3 hits in the game today. Wow, it just absolutely incredible. And welcome in, everybody, to the post-game show. We are going to get to some comments here in just a bit. But wow, what an incredible game this was. And to see Posey healthy, I mean, I just feel so good. I mean, to see Buster healthy out there, to see him driving the baseball with authority. I mean, that first home run, it was an inside fastball and 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Wheeler, and Posey turned on that ball, crushed it, absolutely crushed it. And so the hips are feeling good for Posey. He did get the day off yesterday. As we know from Sunday, he got hit on the elbow. So thankfully, he only had to miss 1 game, and he was right back in there tonight doing some damage. And up and down this Giants lineup, they tore it up today. Alex Dickerson with a big 3-run home run. Of course, that came in the top of the 8th inning with the Giants. At that point in the game, they were trailing 6-4, and we needed to score some runs. We were getting to the late innings in this one, and Dickerson delivers. He delivers an absolute blast to give the Giants a 1-run lead, 7-6, and they are able to add on in the inning as Wilmer Flores comes up. And Flores, who has been struggling this year, needs to get it going. And I think let's hope this is the game that Flores gets it going. A big 3-run blast in that 8th inning. Oh my, I was just going crazy in my house watching this game, jumping up and down in excitement, just as I'm sure all of you out there were. What a game this was. And let's get into the chat here. We got Robert in the house. Great to see you as always, Robert. Always appreciate you, man. Yep, Giants offense is back. The Bats did wake up, and we have been talking and I said in the late post game I did earlier, well, today it was, and thank you guys for all of you out there bearing with me. Sometimes, we'll be starting the show later. Sometimes, right now, I've been fasting and things like that. So, really appreciate everybody being patient with me. So we are back. We are here breaking it all down. And to have the Giants bats wake up and come alive, just absolutely amazing. And let's hope they can keep it going. And, that it's not just a 1 game, thing here. And I don't think it is. I think seeing them erupt like they did today, 10 runs on 11 hits, I definitely think they're going to be able to keep it going here. And I'm just so excited. So excited because, now that this Giants team, if they can start hitting, oh man, I mean, a game like this, if our bats had not came alive, we would not have been able to pull out this victory. An incredible, resilient victory by this Giants team to bounce back like that. Just incredible. And yet, absolutely got to give big time credit to Gabe Kapler. The job that he has been doing has been tremendous. And, I think he's a great communicator. He communicates with his players well, lets them know if they're going to be getting a day off, lets them know, when they're going to be starting. And I think that's big. When guys know their routine, they know when they're going to be, asked to, start or pinch hit or things like that. It's very important, I think, to have that communication because, it's so huge. And, you've seen sometimes in sports when you don't have the communication, it could be a domino effect and things can get out of hand. And so, Kapler has been doing such a good job. And let's get to, let Harper get his singles as long as he doesn't knock in runs. Absolutely. Harper, you always got to contain him he's got an insane bat and can just drive the baseball like crazy. So Giants have done a good job so far containing Harper in this series as, we haven't heard him a whole lot here. Do very much damage. Posey must retire as a Giant. Absolutely. I'm with you, Robert. And I really hope it does happen. Because, it was hard for me, to see guys like, say, Tim Lincecum or Madison Bumgarner go to new teams. Those are guys that I wanted to see play their whole career as a Giant. And thankfully, we did get to see Matt Cain finish out his career as a Giant. And so let's hope Posey can do so. And, it's just so awesome to have Buster healthy. Because, you looked at how incredible the offense was last year. And now, I know this year we haven't been as potent as last year, but let's hope this is the night we finally wake up. We've been hitting the long ball all season, getting some timely hits. And now if we can just get, string together a ton of hits and get a big time rally going. And so that's what we were able to do today. And especially in that top of the eighth inning for the Giants to erupt for 6 runs. Oh man, just incredible. Wait till Flores gets hot. Absolutely. That's the thing. When you're looking at this lineup and the potential, you got Flores, who, has been struggling, but he comes up tonight with that big 3-run home run. Dickerson as well. Those were 2 guys that, needed to get it going. And if those bats are hot, then watch out because this offense is going to just take off. Now you're seeing Bell start to pick it up. He is getting hot. I mean, this whole lineup is starting to get hot slowly but surely here at the right time. You're seeing these guys, get their averages now up over 200. And then you've had, Longoria hitting over 300. Now Posey is hitting 316 after the 3-hit 2-home run game tonight. Let's sweep the Phillies tomorrow. We can certainly do it. It's going to be a fun one. We got Anthony DeSclafani getting the start tomorrow in the day game as the Giants go for the sweep. And we will be taking on Zach Eflin. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Right-hander who is 1-0 with a 3.15 ERA and 16 strikeouts on the year. And DeSclafani, 1.06 ERA. So it's going to be a great matchup for tomorrow's game. Let's see. Welcome in everybody to the post-game show. So glad you can join us tonight as we are breaking this one down. What an incredible game. Giants are rolling. Watch out the rest of MLB because they're not giving us enough respect. And so, we just got to, let's just keep on winning. Keep on winning. We got Jimmy Plants in the house. Welcome to the show. How are you doing tonight? Bombs away, boys. Series win. Let's celebrate. Go Giants. Yes. Another series victory. And we are playing some incredible baseball right now. With the win, the Giants improved to 11-6 on the season. Now still just 2.5 back of the rival Dodgers for first place. We got Sebastian Dispo in the house. So great to see you, my good friend. How are you doing tonight? Can't wait for Saturday. I'm going to the Giants game on that day. who do you think will pitch? Oh, man, that is incredible. That is awesome, Sebastian. I am so excited for you to have the chance to be able to get back to Oracle Park and catch a Giants game. And I think they did say that they are opening up, I think, about 1,000 more seats available in the stadium over the weekend. So that is absolutely awesome. And as far as who is going to pitch, I don't know what the probables are, but you look at the rotation, whoever, you got that could potentially start: Cueto, Gosman, Descalfani, Aaron Sanchez, Logan Webb. You are going to have a lot of fun, Sebastian, and certainly Giants to pick up a win. So that is awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. Posey is playing like he's 10 years younger. Absolutely. I love this take from Robert here. I totally agree with you. Posey looks like, the Buster from his MVP season. And that was about approximately 9 years ago. That was the year he crushed 36 home runs, drove in over 100 RBIs, and hit 336. And now Posey this year, 4 home runs. He's hitting 316. And so Posey, just like Longoria, they have both found the fountain of youth. And it's just spectacular to see this Giants team get rolling like this. It's incredible. We got Jordan Fan in the house. How are you doing tonight? Let's go, Giants. Let's go. Let's do it. We are having fun right now. I mean, it's just awesome. It is awesome right now to be playing this kind of baseball. When we fell behind 4-0, I still felt like we were going to come back. Despite that the bats have been quiet lately, I still felt like, what? We still got a chance. And I thought it was huge, when Posey hit the home run to get us going there in the top of the 5th inning. Because, at that point of the game, we were getting shut out 4-0 going to the 5th. And once Posey put us on the board with that solo home run, and then, of course, later in the inning, up comes Tommy La Stella. Big shout out to Tommy La Stella. He ends up picking up his first home run as a Giant, a big 2-run home run in that 5th inning to cut the lead there to 4-3. And so that was so big to get back into this game. And Jimmy says the ump was absolutely horrible. Yeah, there was, I think, some bad calls here. And so, good thing is, we hit and just absolutely crushed baseballs tonight. It was fantastic. Isn't it great when everyone contributes? Absolutely. I mean, you go up and down the list, the lineup tonight, so many contributions. You had your Skrinsky multi-hit game. So now Yaz is starting to pick it up. And so he appears, the hand injury is not bothering him anymore. And then you had Crawford also with a multi-hit game. He has now got his average up to $196. And Crawford has been getting some big clutch hits of late. So when Crawford has been getting his hits, he's been getting them in moments when it absolutely counts. So incredible. We got Jay Hutchins in the house. How are you doing tonight? Comeback Kings. I love it. Kapler and Farhan are the real deal. Absolutely. They are proven to the rest of the league in MLB that we mean business. And wow, just incredible. This Giants team has that resilience no matter how far we might fall behind, whether it's 4 runs, 5 runs, or 6 runs. We have proven we can come back. And so that's spectacular. And we've been hitting a lot of home runs this year. And now that if we can start to, string together a lot of hits and really have the bats wake up. And that's where I think we are starting to get to now, hopefully with this game tonight, as you had, again, a lot of players tonight that had been slumping on the season. They come up big in this one. And Farhan, just amazing. I mean, everything and, GM Scott Harris and this Giants front office, what they have been able to do in, completely revamping the farm system, making a lot of smart signings, not paying or overpaying for guys, signing them to nice 1 or 2 year deals. And I think that's huge because, you see guys sometimes sign 3-4 year deals, but those 1-2 year deals can be really useful. And we've seen it, for example, when we had signed Pomerantz to a 1-year deal, and then he pitched incredible, and we were able to trade him at the trading deadline to get a Mauricio Dubon. And so Farhan and this front office has been very smart with the moves they're making. And I give them a lot of credit. I mean, when Farhan inherited this Giants team, you had a lot of expiring contracts. Guys like Melanson owed a lot of money. We know that the contracts to Bell and Crawford, I think 5-year deals. So, you had, a lot of money and committed to a lot of players. So Farhan, he had to come in here and, just evaluate everything. And, all the decisions he has been making, he has been hitting all the right buttons. So it's been incredible. We got Sammy in the house. Sammy Burns, how are you doing tonight? Let's go Giants. What a win this was. We can actually win the division. Absolutely. I'm with you, Robert. Every single day, it seems like that we are talking more and more about this being a real possibility. Before the season, if you had said that the Giants would compete with the Dodgers for first place, people would have called you crazy. But now, if you say that, you're not crazy at all. I mean, as Giants fans, we know it was never crazy to think before the season that this team potentially could compete with the Dodgers. I certainly believed we had what it takes. And last year we played them very tough. And absolutely. I think this team now, the division is definitely on the table. The deeper that we can go into the season and still be close and within striking distance of the Dodgers, that is going to be the key. And I think the more that we can do that, I think the more the pressure falls on the Dodgers, as everyone kind of expected them to run away with the division, probably to win it again by like 10 games or so. But so far, even despite how hot the Dodgers have been, we have been holding our own side of the bargain, playing great baseball to put us in this position to be 11-6 and just still 2.5 games back of the Dodgers. So this is incredible. We are going to have a fun ride this season. It was inevitable. The Giants offense would return. Yep, absolutely. You knew that the bats were not going to be quiet, for very much longer. And they erupted tonight. We needed that. We got AM Echo Sky in the house. How are you doing tonight? Hello, Travis. What's happening? Go Giants. I love it. I am feeling so awesome right now. I am pumped. Loving watching this Giants team, having so much fun watching the games with my family. And I hope all of you out there also as well been enjoying watching this Giants team play, because it's been fun. It's been incredible. Prayers on Brandon Bell. I don't think the injury is too serious, but he was, trying to beat out a ground ball and, did kind of grimace a bit there. So I don't know if maybe it could be a groin or something, but just hopefully nothing too serious, because, Bell had been starting to pick it up, and we can't afford to have anybody go down. So, I mean, we do have depth on this team. So, if for whatever reason, if Bell has to miss, a certain number of games, we have guys like Flores, La Stella, that can step in there for a few games and get those starts. It's great. The Giants put up multiple hits in one inning. Absolutely. And I love how you phrased it like that, Robert, because that's exactly what we have not been able to do lately is, string together hits. And so, you look at the batting average this year, we haven't been hitting that well. And like we had said, a lot of guys had been hitting under 200. Now they're, right about getting back to the 200 level. And so that was so huge, to put together that inning like we did in the 8th inning, and also, the 5th inning, a couple of home runs with Posey, and then La Stella with the 2-run blast there in the 5th inning. And let's keep it going. Take one win at a time. That is our mindset, and that is how we will catch the Dodgers. We can only control what we can control. So, we can't control if the Dodgers are going to win 95 or 100 games. But what we can control is, playing our brand of baseball, being relaxed out there, doing what we do best, and just picking up those wins. And just like we have been so far this season, we're at 11-6 right now. So feeling really good about where we are. Let's go, Giants. Let's keep on going. Although I didn't watch the game, but what a win. Absolutely. This was an incredible win. And AM Eco Sky, if you have a chance, if you happen to record, or if you recorded it, yeah, definitely, you don't want to miss the recording on this one. It was a lot of fun to come from behind with the Giants. They came from behind twice in this game. They were down 4-0, and they also had trailed 6-4. So just an incredible game overall, and what a win. Just absolutely spectacular. And Sammy says, do you think we are making the playoffs? Absolutely. I definitely believe this team is making the playoffs. I think without a doubt, we are going to make the wild card. The only way I think that doesn't happen is if we get into some type of, prolonged slump, in the season. And I don't think that is going to happen. I mean, with how great the starting rotation is, with the bullpen being really solid, and with all the great hitters that we have in this lineup, I don't think this team is going to go on any extended losing streaks. And so, in my opinion, I think now we're looking more at, the division being a real possibility now, with how well we have been playing. So appreciate that thought. Always fun to talk, whether we could make the playoffs. And yeah, before the season, I predicted the Giants to make a wild card spot. I predicted them to go 92-70. And right now they are making me look very good with that prediction. And let's see if they can even exceed my prediction and win the division. That would just be just so incredible if we can do that. And yeah, anything is possible. It is baseball, and we have seen crazier things with some of these games. Let's see, getting to some more comments. Really appreciate everybody checking into the show. Let's see. I liked Bobby Evans better. So I'm going to have to respectfully disagree, Sammy, with you on this comment. Appreciate your thoughts as always, and always appreciate everybody sharing your thoughts. In my opinion, I think Farhan Zaidi and this new front office, I think, I think Farhan's doing a better job. I mean, it's hard, Bobby Evans did do a really good job, for us in those World Series years. But towards the end of it, he kind of started to make some bad trades. And so, you got the Casey McGee trade. There was a trade with the Pirates we had made, trading one of our Brian Reynolds, I think we had traded. So in my opinion, I think Farhan has done, a better job. But always appreciate everyone sharing your thoughts. Definitely I can see where you're coming from with Bobby Evans. But yeah, always appreciate that. Which veterans would you keep for next year? Great question. When I'm looking at let's see, I think definitely, I'm not sure if Posey's contract is up at the end of the year, but I think that is a must re-sign to bring back Posey. And Crawford also, I'm not sure when his deal is up, but I think, we have to evaluate how Crawford does this year. If he's able to have a decent season, I definitely think you bring him back with his Gold Glove defense and everything that he can do. Let me get some water here for a sec. And another guy you can think, Wilmer Flores is another guy, you might potentially bring back because he's a good utility player. And again, I know he has struggled so far this year, but comes up with the big 3-run home run. So he's a guy I could see the Giants bringing back. And I'm sure there's a number of guys, Gosman as well. He's on a 1-year deal. There are some veterans. Cueto, I don't know. That's a tough one with Cueto. He can definitely, I think he's going to have a phenomenal season, but you just wonder how many of these guys the Giants would be able to bring back. But also you have to factor, I think, that our young starters that are potentially coming up. We got Sean Jelly, some point in the future. We got the young lefty Seth Corey potentially coming up. So there's going to be some starters that are, going to be bursting upon the scene. We got James F. in the house. How are you doing tonight? I would keep Buster to back up Bart. Absolutely. To me, bringing back Buster, so huge. And yeah, even if Bart is the everyday catcher, you can still bring back Posey to be the backup. And, you can start Posey at first base. And so you still will be getting his bat in there, 3 to 4 at-bats every single game. And I think for Posey, if you play him some more games at first base, that break from being off his legs, that really helps him out big time. And I think if you look at the splits, Buster is hitting exceptionally well, when he starts at first base. And yeah, I think, getting the rest off his legs definitely helps him, in those games. And yeah, you wonder as a catcher sometimes how many at-bats catchers give away because, they're so dinged up a lot of times when they bat. Because, catchers, they get those foul balls off the mask, sometimes foul tips. And so, you just wonder sometimes catchers are a whole nother beast, a whole nother animal. So yeah, just a big shout out to all the catchers and especially to Buster doing what he is doing and proving to be healthy. Is so amazing. I want to see Gausman or Webb pitch on Saturday. Absolutely. Those would be two fun guys to watch. And I like that you mentioned Webb because, even though Webb has been struggling, with him being a young guy, he can be so huge for our rotation in the future. And so, to see Logan Webb get back on track, I think that would be huge. So we'll see, what the matchups are going to look like on the weekend. And yeah, have an absolute blast at the game, Sebastian. That is awesome. Let's see, going to get to some more comments here. I apologize if I don't get to everyone's comments. We got Robert saying, is your whole family Giants fans? Great question. And yeah, if we're talking about right here, my immediate family, my brother, mom, and dad, they are all Giants fans. So that is awesome. My brother, he's not the biggest sports fan. So he's actually not into sports. And so I know that kind of sounds crazy because, that's everything I'm about. But yeah, he's into video games and stuff. And, but he is a Giants fan. So he will represent. And I followed in my parents' footsteps as they were Giants fans. And so, yeah, it's an awesome. Appreciate that, Robert. And yes, I did enjoy the victory dinner tonight. So thank you very much. And let's see. Yeah, Logan Webb is a good bullpen pitcher, not a starter. Yeah, you look at Webb when he had been moved to the bullpen, you can definitely, I think he definitely has the stuff to be incredible in the bullpen. And, he looked good the few games that he pitched out of the bullpen. But right now, with him being still very young, I definitely think, he still sees himself as a starter. And so we'll see what ends up happening when Cueto comes back. And, with Alex Wood back in the rotation, Webb seems like to be the one likely to go back to the bullpen here. So we'll see what ends up happening. Now let's take our season back from our hated division rival. Dodgers beat LA. This is the year that we finally take the division back from the Dodgers. Yeah, it's embarrassing when you think about how for 7 years that we have allowed, all the rest of the teams in the NL West, the fact that we have allowed the Dodgers to win that many division titles, that's tough. And so we have got to take it back, take back what is rightfully ours. And this is the year we can do it. And we are proving to the rest of the league here that the Giants mean business. And right now I am saying that we got a good chance to overtake the Dodgers for first place this year. And just think, with us being 2.5 games back, if we were to play the Dodgers right now, and if we won a series, then we would pick up a game on them. And so that's, to be able to beat the Dodgers when we end up having, or when we play them. It's going to be so huge to potentially catch them in the standings, because if we know or predict likely that the Dodgers will beat up on other teams, we have to be ready to take full advantage, when we get those matchups against the Dodgers. So it's going to be a lot of fun, very exciting. Zaidi, over Bobby Evans says Rob Iman. Yeah, I agree. I'm with you, Rob. And appreciate everybody sharing your thoughts here. That's what we love to do here. Agree or disagree, we are going to break it all down here. Wild card, here we go. We are coming for the wild card. And not only that, but we are coming for first place in the division. And that's what's awesome. I mean, if we miss the first place, then we're still going to be good with the wild card, because I think the Giants got a good chance to win that play-in game. We can pitch Gosman, we maybe could pitch Cueto, or even Anthony DeSclafani. So, you got a number of guys that you could go to in a one-game playoff. And I definitely think with our postseason experience, with, our ability to hit the long ball and get timely hits and our solid bullpen, I definitely see us being able to win the play-in game. And whoever we would end up having to face in a playoff series, I definitely think that we would be able to hold our own and give that other team a run for their money and make it a very close playoff series. So this season, I think, is going to be so much fun. I mean, we thought we were having fun the last couple of years, making some noise, but now this is the season that we are going to break through. And, we're not just going to be in the playoff hunt, but we are going to actually secure our playoff spot this season. Let's make it happen. Giants fans, we can do it. The fans are back in the ballpark. The energy is back at Oracle Park like we needed to. The fan cutouts just weren't cutting it last year. Was not cutting it. So thankful that now we are back with fans in the stands and making some noise. Tomorrow we are going to sweep. Yep, says Thomas Grinelli. Welcome in to the postgame show. How are you doing tonight? Appreciate you checking in and appreciate everybody checking into the show. I'm loving what Farhan and Scott Harris are doing with the farm system right now. Absolutely. I love it. I totally agree. I completely love what Farhan and Scott Harris, the GM, and this Giants front office have done, with the farm system. They have been able to take our farm system now to being, I think, a 6th or 9th best farm system in baseball. Before, the Giants farm system was probably near the lower rankings, like 25th, 26th, or, downward. And so it has been a complete, 360-degree turn. And there are so many exciting young prospects upcoming. And just to name a few or several, you got the shortstop, Marco Luciano, who could potentially be our shortstop of the future. You got Helio Ramos, who could potentially be a superstar outfielder for us. And Ramos is a guy that, at 21 years old, you could see him make his debut at some point this season, maybe in July or August of this year. Now, if we're looking at the starters that we got coming up, you got a tall starter in Sean Jelly. I think he's like 6'11". He's got incredible stuff. So I'm excited to see how he progresses through the minors. You got another young lefty in Seth Corey. And so much talent with this farm system is just absolutely spectacular. Really incredible. And let's see, get to some more comments here. Yep, I like James says, I like Listella leading off. I'm with you. I think, Listella does a nice job in that leadoff position. He can work the count. He can draw walks, and, he's starting to pick it up more. And today, again, that was so big to get that 2-run blast. And so, yeah, you love to see Kapler kind of moving guys around in the lineup to kind of spark this lineup. We need to try to do something to get the lineup going here. And whatever we did today, let's just keep on doing it. Gabe Kapler, just incredible. Bold prediction here from James. Marco Luciano will hit more than 30 home runs in the minors this year. Absolutely love it. You can put an exclamation mark on this statement. You heard it here first, and some of these predictions for these young guys. And I could see it, definitely. Luciano is that talented. I mean, when he gets a hold of the baseball, he can drive the baseball with authority. And, with Crawford here kind of getting a bit older, I definitely think maybe in a couple years that Luciano will be the guy ultimately that ends up replacing Crawford at shortstop. So it's going to be fun to watch Luciano continue to develop through the minor leagues. Did you play sports when you were younger? Absolutely. Yeah. Played baseball, and baseball's always been my favorite sport and my one true love. And I played it from the age of 9 in Little League. Played in middle school as well, and did play my freshman year in high school. But unfortunately, when I got to high school, I just kind of let the pressure get to me, and I kind of overthought too much on the baseball field. And so, yeah, I wasn't able to be myself. And so, honestly, because of that, I did not play to my potential. And ultimately, I lost my starting job on the freshman team. I was starting in the outfield, but I wasn't playing well. And so I got moved to the bench. And yeah, my confidence was just kind of shattered. And I was only 14. So, I kind of had the wrong mindset at the time. I kind of had the thought that some of these guys that these really good players, I thought that they were just naturally gifted with the talent. I didn't know that it also takes hard work as well, not just talent. And so, that was something I had to learn as I got older. But the good news is I'm trying to get back into baseball now. So I'm in college. I will be planning to try out for my college at San Francisco State in September this year. So I've been, trying to get some long toss work in, and, going to play some baseball over the weekend, coming up with some friends. We're going to hit. So I'm excited, and hopefully we can film some stuff here to share with all of you guys on the channel, some baseball, actual, baseball stuff. So really excited, and yeah, I'm just going to try to work as hard as I can. I'm juggling work and school. But to me, if I have a chance to make my college team, all I can ask for is just, preparing myself for that tryout, and, putting in the work to get as improving my skills. Yeah, I'm a very fast player, and I have great bat speed. So, anything can happen, and, always fighting for a childhood dream. And so, if all of you out there, if you quit baseball at some point in your life, if the pressure got to be too much, yeah, my word of advice, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on the vision of what could become a reality. Put in the hard work and just be yourself. Don't worry kind of what people think about you on the baseball field. The one thing that really matters the most is what you think about yourself, and putting in the work necessary. Because yeah, if you think good thoughts out there and you have the work, the action to back it up, more likely than not, good things are going to happen. Yeah, sorry, I went on kind of a tangent there, guys, but I really like to talk about, playing the game of baseball, because it means everything to me. And I would do anything just to play a competitive game, just one more game in my life. And if I can make that dream happen, I'm going to put in the work. And yeah, I want you guys to hold me accountable. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Yeah, always never give up. So that's what we're doing out here. Let's see, get to some more comments here. Yeah, Webb should get some reps in the minors when the AAA season starts up. Yeah, that I think would be good for Logan Webb. I believe the AAA season is going to start in May, so it's going to be awesome. I would let Webb be a starter in Sacramento to get some innings and then call him up. Yeah, I think that would be great, because when Cueto comes back, Webb, you can send him down to Sacramento, and so that way he can still be starting and improving. And then from there, I think he can build back to getting back to being called up. Jordan says, we are going to sweep the Dodgers. Yet we are going to do it. Anything is possible. Even, taking 2 out of 3 would be incredible. But why not dream big? And we can maybe potentially sweep the Dodgers when we play them. So it's going to be, it's going to be a lot of fun. Those games are going to be so intense. Just curious, would you bat Posey second? Great question. I know we talked about Posey batting third, and so would I bat him second? Yeah, I think so. I think it depends on the lineup that day, or who's on the mound. Because Posey, I think he could be very good in that 2 spot. He can reach base. He has a great on base percentage, and of course can drive in a lot of runs. So he can be able to set the table. And so I think it would be good in that second spot, although I think he probably would be more valuable in the third spot or cleanup spot. So, yeah, you definitely, it's intriguing. We saw Posey earlier in the year bat 7th, but I think that was when we didn't know what kind of a buster we were going to get this season. And so I'm so incredibly happy to see Posey healthy and just driving the baseball with authority. Milwaukee is beating the Padres 5-0. Let's see. Let me get some water here real quick. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Brewers. Get that beat San Diego there. Giants are starting to I think we're a game and a half up on San Diego. So that would be very nice if we can go up 2 games on the Padres. We got Cancel Anime here. Welcome in to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Just tuning in, but Posey went off. Thank you so much for checking into the show. And absolutely, Posey went off in this game. 3 hits and crushed 2 home runs, his 3rd and 4th home runs of the season. Buster is now hitting .316 on the year. He is just hitting and driving the baseball with authority. Just spectacular. We got Alice in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? In my opinion, you have to mix youth with veterans to succeed. Absolutely. I'm right there with you, Robert. I think, the good teams out there, they have a great nucleus of veterans and then young talent. And yeah, it just meshes all well together. The veterans, they can help the young guys to relax in those big moments. And especially being in playoff contention, for these young guys, it could be some of them their first time being in a playoff push. And so, it's key to have those veterans in that clubhouse. The Evan Longorias, the Brandon Belts, the Buster Poseys. These guys have done it before. The Johnny Cuetos, the Kevin Gosmans, Anthony DeSclafani. These veterans, they have done it before. And so the young guys, they can lean on them to help them in terms of, just educating them and, to help them to become the best baseball players that they can become. I'm calling it. Buster will hit at least 20 home runs. Absolutely. And I predicted that before this season. And believe it or not, there was people people calling me crazy when I said that. Like people, they said I was crazy. They said I didn't know what I was talking about. I mean, come on, so I'm just happy that Posey is healthy and, he is proving, my prediction to be accurate here, to hit 20 home runs. Now, with him at 4 home runs, maybe even Posey could get up to 25 home runs. What a game. We got Leotin Rutz in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. So Eric, we are going to be doing the collab for tomorrow's game. And so an update for everybody. We are doing collabs on the finale of each series. And so the way we have it, one series I'll be going on his channel for the series finale collab. And then the next series, Eric will be joining me here on this channel for the post game. So definitely be sure, go check out Eric's channel, The Legend Hum Baby Baseball. You don't want to miss it. He's got incredible baseball coverage of the San Francisco Giants there and all things baseball. So definitely check out his channel and make sure to have the notification bell on his channel and also mine so that when we go live, all of you out there, you don't miss these post-game shows, whether we're doing solo shows or collabs. So thank you everybody so much for the awesome support. It really means a lot. Yes, Robert, agree. And yeah, can't have all of your prospects on the field at the same time. Yeah, I think that's so true. When you have some of these teams with a lot of prospects, you also kind of want to be careful that you protect the confidence of these young guys, because you don't want them, if they continue to struggle. And yeah, so let's see. We got Braulio, our Sevilla. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. How are you doing tonight, Braulio? This team is working for a goal. Looks very focused. I like what I'm seeing. Absolutely, I agree with you. This team looks very focused. They look hungry, and they are ready to compete and make a run this year. And they're proving that we can compete for that division title. And with each passing game is looking more and more likely that can become a reality with this Giants team. I played college ball, man. A good work ethic is all you need. Thank you so much, Cam, for sharing this thought, because, for me, and, right now, I don't know how many more years I'm going to have to try out for college baseball. For those of you out there that don't know, I have been to, I believe, 4 college baseball tryouts in my lifetime now. So 2 in community college. And let's see. Yeah. And then I had a couple tryouts at my current college right now. I went to a scrimmage game that I played in at my college before I was even there. And that was really a lot of fun. I made a diving catch in the outfield in the game. Then I went, I think, 0 for 3 at the plate, but I was able to make some contact. Didn't square up the baseball, but I hit a ground ball. And for me, I hadn't played baseball in probably competitively like 6 or 7 years. So I think to me, to make contact, I was feeling good. And even though I didn't make the team, I definitely know what I need to work on. I need to work on my long toss, my throwing arm. I've got to make the throws from the outfield. And so you're absolutely right. The work ethic is all you need. Put in the work, and champions are made when no one is watching. And so you always should be competing with your previous self. And if you can be better than your previous self, then you're improving on the baseball field. So absolutely love it. For all of you out there, don't give up on your dreams. Keep fighting. You can do it. Visualize yourself achieving your dreams, and then you put in the work necessary. Take that action step. So appreciate the thoughts as always. Nice. I was a lefty pitcher. Was the closer for Vanguard. Oh, nice. But I'm only 5'9", but I threw low 90s until my arm fell off. Oh gosh. Man, I praying that your arm's doing good, Cam, here. Hopefully nothing, like in terms of long-term health, hopefully everything's good. But that's awesome, man, that you got to have that experience and you can talk about it. So that's awesome. And to throw low 90s, that's incredible. Giants and Dodgers killers are Giants are Dodgers killers when they try. Absolutely. Even the years when the Giants have struggled, they still have been able to play the Dodgers extremely tough. And so that's been incredible to see. No problem. Yeah. Dodgers are going to be a great team. Yeah. So you guys are going to be good. Cam. So appreciate this. Jay Hutchins on here, this comment. And so let's see, get to some more comments. Giants are now a now team. Let's not focus on next year. Yeah, absolutely. Right now, we can talk about, the exciting exciting free agent class that is coming. But to me, let's focus on this season, because this year has the potential to be a special year. And why not dream big? World Series could be on the table for this Giants team. I mean, when we think back to 2010, 12, and 14. I don't think we thought early in the year that those teams were going to win a World Series. And now to see to see a lot of what has gone right for the Giants this year, just absolutely spectacular. And yeah, so I'm just so beyond excited to see how we are going to finish out this season. Let's see, going to get to some. Yeah, so yeah, and also Camilo Duvall has been so spectacular. Man, that dude with his blazing 100+ mile an hour fastball, and then he's got the filthy slider to go along with it. Just absolutely spectacular. We are going to be a home run team in the future because of our prospects. Absolutely. And even now, I mean, we have been a home run hitting team this year. And I think the home runs are going to keep on coming we got some very exciting prospects. We mentioned Luciano, Helio Ramos. I think these guys are going to be hitting a lot of home runs. Let me get some water. See. So let's see. Let's get to some more stats breakdown of this game. And yeah, let's break down this Giants offense. What an incredible game this was, as the offense erupted for 10 runs on 11 hits. Buster with a big game, 2 home runs for Posey, his 3rd and 4th home runs of the year, as he goes 3 for 4 and is now hitting .316 on the season. You had Yastrzemski with a multi-hit game. He is starting to get it going. He's up to a $197 now on the season. Crawford as well, a multi-hit game. He is now hitting .196. Alex Dickerson with a big 3-run blast. He is starting to get it going. He went 1 for 4 today. And Flores with a pinch hit 3-run blast. Flores, another guy as well that needs to get it going, and with a big hit today that was so huge. La Stella has been playing very nice. He gets his first home run as a Giant, a 2-run blast. So what a game for this offense. It was spectacular. And the bullpen also did a pretty decent job. When a couple guys did struggle a bit. Harlan Garcia gave up a couple of runs in 2 innings. He did strike out 3, though. So Garcia has got that incredible stuff out of the bullpen. Alvarez looked very good today, and what a pickup that was to get Alvarez in spring training. Alvarez went a 1 shutout inning today, walked a batter and struck out 1. He has got a 3.38 ERA. And then the submariner, Tyler Rogers, comes into the game. He shuts the door down, and as he has been doing very well all season. Rogers now with a 0.77 ERA, absolutely unhittable. Man, this man has got so much confidence out there. He is our 8th inning guy. You can rely on him, have confidence that he is going to come through in those situations. And then, of course, to finish up the game was Jake McGee, reinstated off the injured list from the side effects of the second dose. And so Jake McGee is back, and he did give up a home run though. But still was able to get through that 9th inning and finish out the game. And the Giants get the win 10-7, the Giants' 3rd consecutive victory. What an incredible game this was. And so that is the let's see, get to some comments here. Oh yeah, absolutely. Big shout out Hunter Bishop, one of the players I didn't mention earlier, but another guy and a Bay Area kid. I think he's from San Ramon. Grew up a Giants fan and grew up going to games at Oracle Park. And so what a story that is. And I'm telling you, when I see these Giants fans that grew up Giants fans and then they make it to the Giants, that is my dream. And I'm sure a lot of us have that dream. And when I see guys like Crawford, Dubon, and Hunter Bishop being drafted by the Giants, it just gets me so goosebumps. And because I start to realize that, this is a dream that, could be a reality. of course, only if I put in the work to get there. So really exciting to see these prospects that are coming. If I had to make a comparison, this Giants team reminds me of the 2016 Dodgers. Not a lot of stars, but a well put together team. Maybe not a World Series team, but they could compete. Thank you very much for this comment, Cam, especially coming from a Dodgers fan. I really like that you put things into perspective here. And yeah, I think you make some great points here. I think this Giants team, they can definitely compete, and I definitely see us making the playoffs. And could we potentially make a deep playoff push and make it to the World Series? I definitely think it is possible. And so, if we keep this thing going, then I think when you look at where we are at the end of the season, we are going to be ready to tackle the playoffs. So I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. We got Edwin Solano. Welcome to the postgame show. How are you doing tonight? Appreciate you checking in and appreciate everybody checking into the show. Giants are underrated. Absolutely. I mean, nobody, I think, is talking about us in MLB. It's still the Padres, Dodgers when they talk about the NL West. And so, yeah, MLB better put some respect on the Giants name, because we are making some noise and we are coming after the Dodgers. And so I'm so excited. We are rolling. Keep the good times rolling here with this Giants team. Bart, Ramos, Bishop, and Luciano will hit more than 25 home runs this year in the minors. Absolutely. I love it. And yeah, those are some big time numbers. And so, I definitely think those guys have got what it takes. They are that talented. And if they have 25 plus home run seasons this year in the minors, they are going to be on the fast track to the big leagues. And that's what's going to be so awesome. Right now the Giants have a good problem, which is we have so much depth and we have so many quality players that we are trying to figure out how to get as much playing time for these guys on this roster. And so just imagine when you start calling up some of these guys. And so I cannot wait. It's just going to be so absolutely awesome. We got Will Federico in the house. How are you doing, Will? Good to see you as always. Appreciate you checking in. I'm doing fantastic tonight, especially after the Giants' big come from behind victory. It was spectacular. Yes, sir. Maybe we can trade for Bumgarner. Looks horrible on a Diamondback uniform. Yeah, why not? Why not trade for Mad Bum? I mean, maybe he can rediscover, his form if he was to come back to the Giants. But yeah, you wonder with the shoulder and how Mad Bum has recovered. The dirt biking accident when he hit his shoulder very hard. So yeah, my prayers go out to Mad Bum, because it really hurts to see him struggle the way that he has. And yeah, I just hope that this doesn't have any long lasting effects on his career from the dirt biking accident. So yeah, just keeping Mad Bum in our thoughts and prayers that he'll get it, that he'll get on track. So let's see what happens. Yeah, but we need to start getting a Helio Ramos jersey. Absolutely. And reminds me of a really awesome story. I remember I had bought a Buster Posey jersey back in June of 2010. And so Posey, I think, had only been up for about 3 weeks. And I was just like, man, I have got to get a Posey jersey. And I was thinking 15 at the time. Yeah, or I was 14. So I had to, kind of convince my parents to talk them into buying me a Posey jersey at the time. I was able to get it, and I was so happy. And then the next month, we went to LA on vacation, and we got to see the Giants play the Dodgers. That was the famous series where Bruce Bochy called out Don Mattingly on the mound for 2 mound visits, and then Torres came into the game and crushed a 2-run double off of, I think it was George Sherrill at that time. The Giants went up in that game. They went on to win. And I actually wasn't at that specific game, but I did go to the first game of that series. And so it was awesome. That was the year 2010 that we won the World Series. And I was wearing my Posey jersey in Los Angeles. And, to have seen what Posey has gone on to do since that time period, wow, I definitely have to think that I made probably one of the best jersey purchases ever. So to get a Julio Ramos jersey, yep, I think that would be another one of those, kind of big time situations playing out. Do you have a favorite Giants player currently? Let's see. Oh wait, I missed. Okay, chat's. This is what I love when the chat keeps rolling. Sometimes the comments. So yeah, let's. Yeah. So for right now, my favorite current Giant would have to be Mauricio Dubon, because grew up a Giants fan, playing the outfield. Yeah, I see a lot of similarities in me in Dubon. Dubon, I think it's like about 170 or 180, and I'm at 167. So yeah, I definitely think that I could, when I watch Dubon out there, he's my favorite player currently on the Giants. How far is LA from you, Travis? So I live in the East Bay Area, so I'm just about a 40-minute drive outside of San Francisco. And so LA is just a 6-hour drive. So actually not that far at all. So let's see. Yep. Who is your favorite Giants player of all time? That would have to be Hunter Pence. Absolutely. Pence is my all-time favorite Giant. The way that he plays the game, always giving it 120%. His energy and the motivational speaker that he was in that playoff series in Cincinnati. And I did have the pleasure to meet Hunter Pence back in August of 2016. And it's something I will never forget. I was in San Francisco playing Pokemon Go with some of my friends, and we happened to see Pence and his fiance, Lexi. At the time, they happened to be in the same area where we were, and, there wasn't a lot of people there. So, my friend had actually pointed out that that's Hunter Pence, and oh my gosh, like I was just so shell shocked, walking up to him, and, he was so nice, and he was like, "Oh man, you guys playing Pokemon Go out here?" And, we were like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Man, that's awesome." And, so, talking to Pence, he's everything that you would think he is, if you to have spoken to him. It was just such an awesome experience. And, I even had told him, I was like, "This is surreal right now." And I was like, "I love the Giants." And then he saw I was wearing a Giant shirt, and Pence said, he's like, "Hey man, you're repping." So I thought that was really cool from Pence when he said you're repping, because he saw me with my hat and my shirt. And so, man, never going to forget that. And of course, that year, Giants, they did make the postseason in 2016. And I remember telling Pence, I told him, keep working hard. And when I did meet Pence, I think it was the week after he had hit the ball that kind of caromed off of his cheekbone. So it's kind of funny because in the picture I took with Pence, you can kind of see his eye all kind of dark because of, a week ago in Washington, he had fouled the ball, off of his face. So yeah, what a story. I love sharing that story. For those that haven't heard it, it's just awesome. And, when you meet your heroes, your favorite baseball players, when they're everything that you thought them to be, and when they're very nice to you and they just make you feel, like Pence, he made my day totally. And I will never forget it. So, just awesome. Yep. So we are going to be wrapping up the show here. Thank you so much again, everybody. Had so much fun as always breaking this one down, and the Giants are rolling. We love it. So this was a big time win. And let's see, do you have any stories of you going to games? Oh man, I've got so many stories. We don't have a whole lot of time here, but I will share. I'll share a couple stories. So, I think my favorite game that I'm never gonna forget is the Travis Ishikawa walk-off. I was thankfully at that game. I had went with my friend that I played baseball together with in high school. Me and him were able to get last-minute tickets to that game. Mad Bum was getting the start, and we sat in left field bleachers. And of all people, I had to sit next to a Cardinals fan. Yep. The Ishikawa walk-off. I had to sit next to a Cardinals fan. And dude, yeah, to be honest, the guy was kind of annoying throughout the game. I mean, you know that in the bleachers, you're kind of scrunched up to each other, but he was nice. You know, I was nice to him. And what was funny, I was so happy because when Ishikawa hit that walk-off, I'd never seen a Cardinal fan move so fast to leave the stadium like that guy did. Like, that dude was gone, man. He took off. And I was like, yeah, get out of here. I mean, you know, mentally in my head, I was like, yeah, get out of here, Cardinals fan. And so, you know, I was thinking that in my head. And so I'm never going to forget that. Ishikawa, when he made contact, I remember seeing the ball leave the bat. And I knew, because, you know, I knew it was going to be off the wall because it was crushed, and just was watching the baseball, and it just kept going and going. And then it goes over the wall just barely, and for a home run, and it is a walk-off to win the pennant. And I am just absolutely going bonkers. And in fact, my YouTube profile picture is actually a picture of me reacting within about maybe 5 minutes or so after the conclusion of that Ishikawa walk-off. So that is some history for all of you for the profile picture on the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. None other than the infamous Travis Ishikawa walk-off of 2014. So love it. That's definitely one of my favorite stories. And yeah, another quick one, was able to go to that Bumgarner shutout in the World Series Game 5. I was working at McDonald's at the time, and I spent my entire 2-week paycheck, $800. I spent it to get a bleacher ticket in the World Series, and I was able to go with my friend from McDonald's, a big-time Giants fan, and we had played baseball together as well growing up. So me and him cashed out. We cashed out our 2-week paycheck from McDonald's. We said $800 World Series. We are there. And I'm so thankful I did that. Never going to regret that. And got to see the 5-0 shutout. What a game that was. Perez got a triple in the 8th inning as we were breaking that game open. And I remember after the game, the Giants fans were just going so crazy in the ballpark. And even like I think a random girl randomly like hugged me, and I was like, whoa, like I did not see that coming. So I was just like, man, you know, we are celebrating right now. And so that was awesome. I had a lot of fun, and to have gone to that World Series game with my childhood friend. Yeah, it's just incredible. And okay. Oh, see, let's see. Okay. I apologize, Tyler here. Let me see if I can see. Okay. My favorite all-time Giant, Matt Cain, the horse. Oh, I love it. Matt Cain, also definitely, without a doubt, one of my all-time favorite Giants. And I also did get to meet him. I did go to a Giants commercial shooting back in 2011. I didn't actually get into the commercial, but my aunt had told us that the Giants were doing kind of open air commercials in the city, and that fans potentially could be in the commercials. And so we had made the trip out there, and Matt Cain, he came out to sign some autographs, and I was wearing, I had a Matt Cain like road jersey like this. It was the 2010 World Champions jersey, and I was able to get Matt Cain to autograph it, and now I have it framed in a glass case. So it's awesome. Just incredible. So many great memories since I've been following the Giants. My first game that I watched was September 2006. And yeah, we have been following it ever since then. So awesome. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate all the support. We also got Tommy checking in the show. Appreciate you checking in, Tommy. Matt Cain. Yeah, that whole pitching staff on that team was elite. Matt Cain was a beast. Yep, that pitching staff. Tim Lincecum, Matt Cain, Madison Bumgarner, Jonathan Sanchez. I mean, all of those guys, that rotation, and you know, when Barry Zito was on top of his game, that rotation, they were incredible. And I love that right now our rotation has been pitching so fantastic this season. So appreciate you, Will. Have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for checking into the show. Appreciate you as always. And before we wrap up the show, we are going to get to our picks of the game. And so let me know if you would like your pick of the game, and also would love to hear your thoughts and perspectives to this big game by the Giants. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Really appreciate that. Always enjoy hearing what you guys have to say and your thoughts on the game, and love breaking it all down. And so really means a lot. So if you happen to be watching this later, let me know what you're thinking and how you're feeling after this big win by the Giants. Yet that pitching staff was a shutdown rotation. Thank you very much, Andres. Appreciate it. I like these road jerseys. I like where it says, the San Francisco across, and see this, I got the patch. This one's from the 2012 champions. So I have the 2010. I have one like this, a road one, and 12 is Posey, and my 14 is Madison Bumgarner. Yep. We got our brooms ready. We got the brooms ready for tomorrow. Early baseball. Anthony DeSclafani 1-0 with a 1.06 ERA with 16 strikeouts on the season. He will be taking on Zach Eflin. I think that's how you pronounce it. Tomorrow. So that will be the finale. My player of the game is Buster Posey. Love it. Posey with an incredible game. And yet absolutely have got to give a big shout out to Steph Curry. He has just been on a historical tear. Yep. Averaging 40.1 points per game at the age of 33 is just insane what we have been watching. Yeah, it's so incredible. I mean, what Curry is doing it is so amazing, and to be doing it at the age of 33, it's just been spectacular. And I apologize that I haven't been able to put out a bunch of Warrior videos here lately. I've been super busy, unfortunately, with school and working. So I've been trying to, keep up as much as I can. So yeah, we're definitely going to be trying to bring some more Warrior videos when we can. So yeah, please be patient with me, everyone. I know that I haven't, been able to stay up to date sometimes. So really means a lot for all the support. Appreciate that, everybody. And for my pick of the game, I am going to take, let's see. I'm going to take Wilmer Flores. I am going to go with Wilmer Flores tonight as he comes off the bench and crushes a big 3-run home run. That was so huge. And Flores is the guy that we need to get it going. And, we saw how spectacular he was for us last year, hitting home runs, driving in runs with 2 outs. So I am going to take Wilmer Flores as my pick of the game. Yep, absolutely. So we got Tommy here. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you, Tommy. I still believe, in my opinion, Jordan is the greatest of all time. But it's still an open discussion in the sense that when Curry retires, if Curry keeps this thing going, I would have to say that I am open to changing my mind about whether who is better in this case. But right now, I still think you've got to give it to Jordan to me, Jordan, he completely changed the game, and his intensity and the way he played the game of basketball. And, during that time, in that era of basketball, they played some very physical basketball. And so, I love Stephen Curry. I love Stephen Curry. And I think that Curry someday could be, potentially, maybe better than Jordan, maybe, but Curry's got to keep it going. So and he could definitely do it. So, and I hope he does. That would be great. But being a Bulls fan, Bulls are my favorite. Warriors are my second team. So yeah, I love watching greatness out there, and I love watching Stephen Curry. Just so much fun to watch out there. Yeah, so hard to choose. Everyone has a good game. Talking about the pick of the game. Yeah, you could pretty much go with anybody tonight. Posey, Yastrzemski, Crawford, Dickerson, Flores, La Stella. You could have went with, some guys in the bullpen. Rogers, him keeping it going. So many contributions up and down from this Giants team. So that was what a game this was. I was a huge Bulls fan, just being biased. Okay, nice. Yep. Appreciate that, Tommy. Really appreciate that. Awesome. Yep. Cam says Jordan is the GOAT. Absolutely. I'm with you. Jordan is the GOAT. And I loved watching the documentary from last year on Jordan, especially for a Bulls fan like me who, when 1998, the last year that Jordan, won his sixth championship with the Bulls, I was only, I think, 2.5 at the time. So, I wasn't old enough to watch those games. And so I just had a lot of goosebumps watching the Jordan documentary, getting a feel for what it was like during that time. So that was awesome. Tyler says Warriors are his favorite. Kings second. That is awesome. James here saying I'm a Kings fan. Warriors are my second. So for James, that is awesome. I met Jordan when I lived in Santa Barbara, a man of few words. Oh man. I'm sorry, Tommy, that when you met Jordan, that he didn't say much. Yeah, some guys, it depends on the guys. Again, like I was saying, when I met Hunter Pence, I mean, it was just so awesome. Pence was so nice, and it couldn't have gone any better. And to me, it means a lot. I think when these great athletes are, they take your time with you. And so, I'm really sorry that Jordan didn't speak a whole lot when you did get a chance to meet him. But yeah, sometimes the greats, again, you don't make excuses for them, but if they meet a lot of people, he could have just been having an off day. But yeah, so, that can be tough. I have a great story about the time I met sold them guacamole in Santa Barbara. Inquiry for details. Nice. That is awesome. I mean, any type of, time situation where you can meet your childhood heroes. That's just absolutely awesome story. Good news, Padres with the loss. Yes, absolutely. That is awesome. Padres lose. Trust me. I didn't think you were joking there. That is an incredible story. Cam, to be able to meet Jordan, the greatest of all time, just incredible. That is so awesome. And yeah, glad that you got to experience that and helping him out selling some guacamole. So really awesome story. And I love it. Love it when you guys share these awesome stories. Really awesome. I've gotten to meet Stephen Curry, very humble, honest, just downright nice person. Incredible. And that's awesome, Tyler. And I have a friend. That's funny. I have a friend named Tyler as well that actually met Stephen Curry as well. That is so funny. Coincidental in that. But yeah, my friend Tyler also, he met Curry on the golf course. My friend was golfing and he got to talk to Curry. And yeah, same thing. He was very humble, down to earth, just like how you're describing the interaction. So awesome story, everybody. I love it. We are up one game in the wild card. Nice. That is incredible. That is awesome. So let's see, was working at a farmer's market and his assistant brought it for him, or bought it for him. He loved it so much. He came back the next week and brought me to his limo and introduced me. That is so awesome, Cam. Awesome story. Wow. that is incredible. And, from being at a farmer's market and, selling the guacamole to him and then having him, show you his limo and everything, that is so cool. And, what I guess something I would say, what were probably some of the best advice that you got from Jordan, or what was maybe the best takeaway that you had from meeting him? Yeah, that would be definitely something cool to hear from you on that. Can't wait to face the Padres next weekend. That is going to be very fun. Yeah, and especially because we were able to take them down in our first matchup with them. So what a game it was tonight, everybody. And I love it. When these shows go this long, it means that we are having so much fun here. So I love it. Thank you to everybody for checking into the show. This was awesome, as always. Appreciate all of you. I would not be here if it wasn't for each and every one of you. You guys give me the energy to do these streams, and I love it so much. And so big shout out to each and every one of you. Really means a lot to me, and to have this community and to be growing. So it's awesome. Thank you so much. And so we are, no takeaway. Okay, I was in shock. He said the guacamole was awesome. I was speechless, and he drove off. Yeah, sometimes even those types of interactions even can capture the moment. I think a speechless moment like that, it definitely, I think, can have a long-lasting impact in a good way on you. And so, even when I met Pence, I'm glad that whatever words kind of came out of my mouth, they were good words. And, it's just awesome. It's those kind of moments where, you don't know kind of what's going to happen, and you just live in the moment and you experience it. And I think that's just so awesome. I was like, did that just happen? Yeah, I feel you. That's how I was feeling with Pence. I still could not believe it. And especially telling my parents and telling my friends. And you can imagine a lot of people were, jealous in a good way that I got to meet Pence. Let me get some water here. So that was incredible. We are going to wrap up here the post game. Thank you again so much, everyone. And if you haven't done so, let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm, and let's smash up that like button. Thank you, everyone, so much. All it takes is just 1 second of your time, and it would help out so much, and it would really cheer me up a lot. This helps out the channel big time, and it helps grow the channel. And this lets YouTube know that this video is relevant. And so then YouTube can recommend this video to as many Giants fans and baseball fans out there. So really appreciate that, everybody. Thank you so much. And smash up that subscriber button so you can stay notified when we're going live here for Giants post-game shows, for free agent signings, trade breakdowns, all things Giants. We will have you covered with all the latest, so you don't want to miss it. Subscribe to the channel and smash that bell button so you can get those notifications, or else YouTube, they like to decide sometimes what videos to recommend to you. Always important to have that notification bell. Appreciate that, everybody. Thank you so much for another fantastic, awesome show again, as always. And just as an update here, I will be joining Eric for the post game tomorrow over at Hum Baby Baseball. So definitely check out his channel over there. That is where you'll find me for the series finale recap. And we will be right back here on this channel on the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel on Thursday for the post game against the Marlins. So appreciate that, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Take care. Strive for greatness. We will see you later. Let's go, Giants. Woohoo! Yes, 3 in a row. Let's go. Woo! Have a great one, everybody.